All right, folks. So here we are on to the Bob's Burgers stuff. You'll notice I brought in a new image, and that's because, well, Luis is my favorite, but what really is that these three images are just way too boring, and so I didn't want to go with something that boring and flat and bleh, right? So I decided to go for this one of her screaming at Boo Boo because, Boys for Now is the best. I probably should have actually done a Boo Boo tattoo, but that's an aside for a fanboy. Don't worry about it. Plus, this actually design is going to be interesting because we get to extend the ears out, right? There's just kind of enough detail in the face that you'll see how the thicker line work changes the design ever so slightly. I'll probably end up doing like a banner here, right? Maybe some flowers or some explosions. I think the banner's going to say boo boo, right? Maybe slappable. I'm not really sure. So I've got a new layer going up here. We're actually going to take this layer, drop the opacity way down. We'll bring it back up when we color pick all the rest of the colors. But if you've made it this far into the video, you're used to that. So I'm going to grab my mono line, and we all know that it's going to be too thick. Yeah, that's probably good. No, not the syrup pen. Technical pen. There we go. Bring you down a bit. And notice how I am going a little bit on the outside of this design here. This one I'm kind of actually going straight through the middle on this one because I want to make sure I have enough room inside her hat area to draw her face. But because this is kind of squished in like that, I do want to make sure that I put my line a little bit further on the outside here, right, to make room for all the pinkness that we're going to want to show. Yep. Let me smooth that out ever so slightly and be a little bit neurotic, even though it probably does not matter. Okay, and then Luis's ears. I'm pretty sure they're about yay big. Yeah, that feels right to me. And yes, whoever you are who commented that amazing tip of turning off my finger touch capability, I still need to go do that. But I forgot this morning when I went to start recording videos. So yes, I am totally going to take that tip to heart. I am absolutely going to start using it as soon as my lazy butt actually gets to my settings menu here in the next, hopefully few hours, but it might be a few weeks because I'm really bad at time management, I've learned. Anyway, I'm going to be quiet and just trace this puppy up. Right, let's get her pigtails in the back here. The pigtails I am cutting inwards because I want to make sure that the outer silhouette of the pigtail is the same size as it is in the cartoon. Yeah, I think that's sort of an important point, so that way her pigtails don't look poofier than they are in the show. right, and now we're going to figure out how these work. And so you can see she's got like these three lines. She's got those same kind of three lines there, same three lines up here. So it looks like even Luis, right? Like kind of how we talked about it with the whatchamacallit designs, the Rick and Morty designs, that it looks like even these lines within her ears are probably similar from episode to episode. And so again, these are just things that if you really care about your character design, some super fans might notice these types of details. There we go. And then making decisions here and here. I'm just going to give it 2. Here, I'm going to give it 1. I'm going to bring this up. Bring this up. Also, do notice how I made her eyelashes longer and come outside of her little bunny hat hoodie because I needed them to just be a little bit more expressive. Again, that is something I prioritized and thought would look better. This here, I'm going to, make it so that it looks like it's the same stress line coming down from this, very similar to how they did with this one over here, right? Make these look like they're the same stress lines coming off. Again, we'll do that same thing here. Here, nope. Actually, I'm going to change this one and get it to line up like that. There we are, and maybe a shorter one there. Yep, we're going to go ahead and call that good. I don't know why I keep erasing these. Oh, I do, because I didn't turn touch off on my iPad. So good. It's almost like the advice you get from your viewers is worth listening to, Clay. All right, there we go. That's good. Love it. Next layer, we're going to give her a banner. Right, and then these ones I'm going to make a little bit different than the last ones because we're not going to do the standard spikes or V-shape, chevron, whatever that is. We're going to give it, yoink, fancy ones. Oh yes, fancy. There we are. Fancy, fancy. Yep, we love that. They are super fancy now. QQ. Gonna lift this up. Balance it from her hair pigtails there. All right, on. wouldn't call that good because this is just for a fun little trial design. And yeah, that's good. We're just gonna go ahead and squish it all onto one layer now. Take this, Louise, bring her up. Ooh, yeah, I don't like her color palette, so that's gonna be too dark. I'm not gonna actually use that one. I'm gonna use the other Louise. And, oh, right, make this the reference layer. Boop, grab a new layer underneath. Automatic, cha-cha-cha-cha. We're gonna start with the blacks this time around because we know that's where we're gonna get to. So let's go ahead and do this from the get-go. Here we're gonna go for freehand. Pure black hair. We're gonna do some of that, and then if we feel like it, we could. Yeah, we could. We're gonna. There we are. Even though that doesn't make sense. Because we want her to stand out like that. We want it to look good like that. Yeah, right. There we are. Maybe we add a little bit of black here. But honestly, I don't know if we even want to add black in her ears at all. If we did, be something kind of like this. That would pretty much be it, but I don't know if I even like that. We'll go a little bit less, a little bit less. Yeah, we can leave that and see how it goes. Now we're on to official color droppering. So we grab Louise's face color, drop it, hands, drop it. Oh, right, I'm not pushing the blue button. No, blue button, blue button. That better. Ba-boom. Yeah, actually, that's pretty close. Okay, right on, right on. Actually, no, it needs to be underneath all of these. Yep. And then skadoosh. Yep. Nope. Reference, not merge down. And then we're gonna go to here, automatically grab this stuff. Yeah, that's pretty good. Automatic grab. Get our spray paint tool. All right. So that is our American traditional Louise Belcher tattoo design. Boom. So that's all three of them, folks. So let's go ahead and go over these one by one more time. And ta-da, Bob's Belcher's, Louise's Belcher's tattoo. The illustrious Rick and Morte in American traditional style tattoo. And finally, everybody's favorite Bikini Bottom resident, the spongiest of Bobs, the SquarePants himself. Yeah, folks, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please comment below and let me know what questions you might have or what videos you want to see next. This one was actually really fun to do. I love doing this kind of stuff and converting classic styles into new styles or new styles into classic. Anyway, I like doing this stuff. I can't speak, but I like doing this stuff. So yeah, shoot me a comment. Let me know what I should be doing next because I love doing these things. And yeah, catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching.